Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Good morning and happy Friday. You're watching KSLA News Now. I'm Celeste Lay.
I'm Dominic Ben. Here's a look at our top stories this morning.
Visitation for Vivian Officer Mark Brock is this evening. It starts at 5:30 at First Baptist Church in Vivian. He was killed in the line of duty last week. Brock's funeral is tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. It is at North Caddo Magnet High School in Vivian. You can watch the funeral on KSLA News 12 Now on your favorite streaming app.
And if you live in Shreveport, you can now get better water quality from your faucet. The city upgraded its carbon silo system. The upgrades remove bad taste, odors, and chemicals. The system filters out pesticides. Here's how it works. Workers feed powdered carbon into raw water from Cross Lake, and carbon cleans the water before it reaches homes. The city says they also plan to make upgrades to water tanks.
Shreveport Mayor Tom Arsenault is proposing a new investment to include pay raises for city employees in the 2026 budget. The plan is to provide raises for fire and police civil service employees and other employees. Starting April 1st of next year, the improvements would be funded through adjustments to revenue estimates, including oil and gas revenue, restored internal transfers, and remaining American Rescue Plan funds. The City Council is scheduled to adopt the final 2026 budget on December 9th.
And today, LSU's Board of Supervisors are expected to talk about former head coach Brian Kelly's contract and now lawsuit. According to the meeting agenda, the board will discuss Kelly's lawsuit and ask a judge to rule LSU did not fire him for cause. That would mean LSU has to pay the full buyout in his contract, which is about $54 million.
My Spa My Way on Kings Highway also had a big celebration. The spa has been in business for nearly 20 years, and it had to shut down the location last year due to a fire. But they have reopened their doors, and they had a big grand reopening featuring complimentary samples from a chef, exclusive gifts, giveaways, and discounts. Sounds like a fun time.
Today is round 2 of playoffs for high school football in Louisiana. KSLA News 12 will bring you live coverage from across the Arklatex. KSLA's game of the week is Homer at Haynesville. Tonight at 10 o'clock, our sports director, Chris Demersion, will have all of the highlight scores and more from that game and others across the region. KSLA's annual Coats for Kids Drive is here, and we need your help making sure that children stay warm ahead of winter.
Porter's Fine Dry Cleaning and Ashley Ridge Optical will accept coats at the drop-off locations on your screens. The Coats for Kids Drive will run through January 2nd. Sounds like it's going to be a fun drive.
Yes, absolutely. And for Friday night football, I know that some rain is coming on the way. What about this evening, for those playoffs?
Yes, through the day today, that's when the rain could come in and affect you guys all around the Arklatex. But I think for tonight, everything should be dried out by the late afternoon hours, making way for a beautiful high school football game here for tonight. Hey, we'll have details on all the rain coming here for the day today, coming up next.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, welcome on into your First Alert Doppler radar. Kind of a tremendous day yesterday to where Shreveport didn't get a single drop of rain, and Texarkana broke their daily rainfall record with over 3 inches. Today, though, a lot more love for everybody, a lot more rain for everybody around the Arklatex, but it's going to be spotty storms. I'm not expecting threats of flash flooding at all here for the day today. Currently on the First Alert Doppler radar, you see completely dry conditions all the way around the Arklatex here after we had some storms in the overnight for Texarkana. But look out to our west. We're still tracking on to more storms moving out of central Texas coming eastward. And that's eventually going to shift itself back into the Arklatex a little later on this morning, in the next, say, 2 to 3 hours. That's when it could start across eastern Texas and then move into the rest of the region. From Texarkana all the way down to Nacogdoches, and this could roll across the I-20 corridor as well during the middle of the day. Right around lunchtime, early afternoon hours, we're watching out for that. But look at the storms themselves. These aren't containing really heavy rain by any means. This is not going to be having severe weather at all around the Arklatex. Today is not a First Alert weather day. So rest assured, if any rain does hit you, it hits you for a little bit with some light to moderate rainfall, and that's it. The rest of the day, especially into tonight, looking lovely, and the weekend is looking fantastic for you as well. Before we have another round of storms. Second separate round of storms is going to be coming through here for Monday. First thing into next week. So enjoy the break here for the weekend before we got another supply of rain here for Monday. Before, looking to be on the drier side of things heading into Thanksgiving next week. First alert, check to your traffic. We do have a major traffic alert here for you this morning. Stay with us here. We have stop-and-go traffic. Look at this huge line of stop-and-go traffic. That's due to a road closure. I-30 eastbound is completely shut off past, I believe that's the intersection with Texas 98 and the intersection with US 82. This is just to the west side of New Boston and Bowie County of Texas headed towards Texarkana. Texarkana itself is doing just fine here for the meantime, but again, watch out for that I-30 closure. Meanwhile, I-20 construction zone, just tiny delays there in both directions. Benton Road and Airline Drive looking mostly good still here for the meantime. Jimmy Davis Bridge still looks smooth. And lastly, quick check into the rest of Shreveport. Everything else is looking pretty good here for the meantime. Hey, coming up, give me your first aware and first alert all about the storms here for the day today. We'll continue to track it live on the radar throughout our news coverage here through the morning hours.
And you can stay connected with us right here on the KSLA News 12 app.
Join us right here for our next newscast at 9 this morning. And right after that at 10:30, you can get a First Alert breakdown.
Yeah, I will have your football forecast here for the day today. Again, it's round 2 of the playoffs of high school football. Again, as reassured, rain shouldn't happen tonight. If it happens today, it's going to happen during the daytime hours. So round 2, looking good here for tonight. Again, we'll have the football forecast for both high school, college, and Saints and Cowboys also in action on Sunday.
Okay.
Sounds like a good football weekend.
Yes, it is. And every weekday at 7 in the morning and at 9 at night, you can watch KSLA News 12 now. We will stream your top stories on KSLA News 12's app, Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Have a great day and a great weekend.